I can scream.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So to start out, we're going to be sitting in our most comfy position, something that you feel like you can kind of sit up tall in, all right? And we're going to face forward and we're going to start out breathing in really deeply. So, and then we turn to the side and breathe out. Face forward and breathe in. Face to the side and breathe out. Forward and in. Face to the side and breathe out. One more time, in. And then to the side and out. Great job. All right, now we can just do some nice neck rolls. So just draw a nice, slow, big circle with your neck. The top of your head, really. And anywhere your neck feels like it's stretching a little bit extra, you can just kind of pause there and let it relax for a second. I think if I'm feeling it stretching a bit more right here, you can pause, let it relax. Whenever you're ready, you can switch direction. Awesome. All right. So whenever you're ready, we're going to do some cat-cow. So hands and knees on the ground. And we're going to start with our butt and our head in the air as much as we can. And you can just kind of sit there and try pushing your stomach and your back into the ground. Try to feel that little stretch in your back, hopefully. Whenever you're ready, you can switch. So your head and your butt are towards the ground and your back is going towards the ceiling. You can kind of push harder on the ground with your hands. Try to push your back higher if you want to try. And then you can go right back down to cat. All righty. And then when we're ready, we can kind of stand up. Make sure we have plenty of room. And we're going to do some nice big arm circles. All righty. So stick out your hands nice and far. Make sure you're not going to hit anything. And then slowly start doing circles as big as you can. Whenever you're ready, you can switch direction. Great work. And then we can do some swings where we're going to take our arms and we hug in front of us and then swing and kind of clap behind us. Great job. And then whenever you're ready, you can take one arm, reach across your body and hug it to your chest. All right, and you can switch arms. All right, and then you're gonna take one arm, reach behind your back and kind of tap your shoulder. Other hand can be on your elbow. All right, and then you can switch. So take your other hand, tap your other shoulder, and then reach and touch your elbow. Alrighty, and you can just shake out your arms. Good to go. Alrighty, so now we can be done with our warm-ups and get started. So our first exercise is probably gonna try to wake us up a little bit more, get the blood moving. So we're gonna do some mountain climbers, all right? So what those are, if you guys haven't already done them, we might have already done them together. You're gonna put your hands down on the ground, your feet up until you're in a plank position. And then you're going to bring in one foot at a time towards your chest. And so I would recommend starting out slow, and you can slowly get faster until you're almost running in place, all right? So we're gonna do that for about 30 seconds. So go at your own pace, do your best, all right? So whenever you're ready, you can get up into the plank position, and ready, set, go. And remember to stay in control. Ten more seconds. And you're good. Great work. You can just take a little breather because sometimes those get your heart racing. You can do some little wrist twirls just to loosen up your wrists. The next thing we're gonna do is also a plank type situation. It's gonna be a high to low plank. So we're gonna do 15 of them. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna start in plank position with your hands on the ground, and then trying to hold yourself steady. You're gonna move into plank position with your elbows on the ground, all right? So I can kind of show. You're gonna start with your hands on the ground, and you're gonna try keeping yourself steady to go down into this position. And then you're gonna lift back up, all right? So you're gonna try to do 15 of those if possible, all right? And of course, take breaks if you need to. All right, so whenever you're ready, pop up into high plank position and get going. Try to go nice and slow if you can. Halfway there. Three, two, last one. Great work. And again, I know those are tiring, so you can take a second, wriggle your wrists, shake out your shoulders a little bit. Sometimes my elbows get a little owie if I'm on like a weird surface. So totally take a second there, all right? And the next one is going to be Superman. So I think we've done this one before, but that's the one. We're gonna just lie flat down on the ground like this, all right? Like just on your stomach to start, all right? And then, yeah, exactly, I can see Kate kind of doing it. You're gonna start and you're gonna lift up your arms and your chest and your legs. So you wanna like lift everything up until like kind of only your stomach is touching the ground. That's the goal. You're not gonna get like all the way up there, but So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna have hands like this and you're gonna like lift up. You're gonna lift up your legs as high as you can from the ground. And you wanna lift up your chest and your arms as high as you can from the ground. And then you can go back down and lie back down on the ground, all right? So we're gonna do 15 of those, nice and slow. Just over halfway there. Two more, you can do this. Last one. All righty, great work. Then you can just sit up, you can kind of lean forward, try to like loosen up your back a little bit if you want to. I sometimes like to just kind of curl up in a ball for a second. Try to bend my back the other way. Awesome. All righty. Then we're gonna have our very last exercise for the day is gonna be another plank one. I know, lots of planks today. It's gonna be a plank to pike. So we're gonna do 20 of these really slowly. But basically, you're gonna start in a high plank like this. And then you're gonna shift your butt into the air and backwards so that you're in a pike position, right? Nice like this. You can feel a little stretch in your legs maybe. And then you're gonna go back forward and let your butt sink back down like this into more of a plank-like position. And then you shift back up like that, all right? So you're gonna go very slowly and controlled, and we're gonna try to do 20 if we can. So whenever you're ready, go ahead. Halfway there, great work. Five more. One more, you can do this. And great work, everybody. Again, shake out those wrists. Great work. And that's gonna be it for our workout today. We're gonna move to our cool down stretches. So we can definitely take an extra couple of seconds right here and just shake out anything that's tight or bothering you from doing that. I know just with planks, my wrists bother me a lot, so I want to give you guys some time to get them going. Alrighty, so we're gonna do our standing straddle like usual. And we're gonna start standing with our legs a nice shoulder width apart. And we can bend over and just kind of swing gently. And whenever you're ready, you can stand up, spread your legs out a little wider, and then bend back over and swing again. All right, stand up, and one more time, you can spread your legs out as wide as you're comfortable. And then you'll lean forward, you can put your hands on the ground or at your knees. You can swing a little bit more if you want, try to touch your toes. Touching the floor doesn't feel like enough, you can always walk your hands backwards through your legs. Alrighty, great work. And then you can stand on up. And we're gonna come sit back down. Alrighty, and now we're gonna do our knee hugs. And we can do them just like this. You can put one knee kind of close to your chest and hug it, and your other leg can either stand like kind of crisscross shape and go straight forward, whatever's working for you. And then if you want to, you can go and you can face the opposite direction of this one's toe. So you get a little extra back stretch in there as well. Great work. And whenever you're ready, we can switch legs. Alrighty, great work. And now if we want to take that kind of stretch a little bit further, we're going to lie on down because we definitely get planks, which can be hard on our back. But we can lie down and cross one leg over our body like this. And then we're going to lean and look away from our leg. And this can help stretch out our back a little bit more. And whenever you're ready, we can switch legs. So you take your other leg and you can put it across your body, and then you're gonna look away from your leg. Alrighty. Whenever you're ready, we can sit back up. And today we're gonna just do child's pose. We're not gonna do cobra, because we've already kind of stretched our back that way a little bit today. So we can just kind of curl up into our ball on the ground and just put our forehead on the ground and try to just relax. And both your knees and your toes and your shins should already be touching the ground, but if you want to like spread them out a little bit, and then just try to kind of sink down and melt into the ground. And this is always a good thing, like, I don't know, if you're having a really stressful day, I find this stress really relaxing because it helps me relax all my muscles. but I can also just kind of close my eyes and relax my brain a little too. For about 10 more seconds, just try to kind of hang in there, just let everything relax. You can start at your toes and like kind of wiggle them a little bit, make sure they're relaxing. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can sit on it. Alrighty, and then next we can do our baby pose. So we can just kind of roll over onto the ground, and we can kind of put out our knees like this, put our hands on our knees if we want to, and we can usually feel it opening up our groin and our hip areas. And if you want to gently put a little bit of weight on them with your hands, that's all good, but you do not have to. You can also do it by grabbing your feet and wiggling a little bit. That's up to you. Great work. And then our very last stretch for the day is going to be a nice shoulder stretch. So we're going to sit here on the ground. We're going to start and take our arm across and wave, because I know sometimes when we're doing planks, our shoulders get kind of tight. So you can also kind of twist your wrist and loosen it up while you're in this position. And we'll do this one for a little bit. If you're not feeling much of a stretch, you can try to hug your arm a little tighter or kind of lower your shoulder a bit. All right, and whenever you're ready, you can switch arms. And remember to take a couple of deep breaths while you're here. Great work. All righty. And then if you want, you can just do a couple more back twists, sitting up here kind of like our usual beginning washing machine. But I think that's going to be it for the day. Finished a little bit early. I'm going to stop the recording.